Feeling like today is your birthday.
Bring it on.
Fresh cut, tape a new fade.
Bring it on.
Tie-dye, every single shade.
Bring it on.
Catching that ride on the wave. Rain may come, but I say,
bring it on.
I don't gotta worry.
Not at all.
Washing out the gray with all the good vibes, good vibes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we ready right now.
I used to work in tech manufacturing, and while I enjoyed working with the majority of the people that were there, I felt suffocated. I really needed to get out and do my own thing. But now that I work from home and have been self-employed for over 5 years now, there's some things about it that I miss. There's something about the repetitive, mechanical, manual tasks of being in manufacturing that you don't quite get when you work from home. I never want to go back in tech manufacturing, but the time I got back then to just think and imagine, I just don't get that anymore. Writing epic fantasy often requires your imagination to be firing at all cylinders. And sometimes doing something incredibly mundane, like putting together a shelf for my garage, is exactly the thing I need to get my imagination churning. Okay, that's done. And I think I have an idea. Nope. I love helping out, and I like to think moments like these help me clear my mind.
You have to slide them, because if you just drop them, they will crack. I know from experience.
Measuring, cutting, fitting pieces together. It feels productive. It feels tangible. And if I'm lucky, moments like these plant the seeds of new ideas. But lately, I'm not sure if I'm actually tending to those seeds or just moving dirt around.
I'm excited to get some plants into this.
Am I giving my imagination space to grow? Or am I just keeping my hands busy to avoid the quiet? Because the quiet is where the hard part begins, where I actually have to sit down and do the work. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm looking over a script and wanted to see if it was something you might be able to help me with, because I have read this script 4 or 5 different times now, and I'd love to get a fresh set of eyes on it. It's a horror, but it's a quirky horror that has a little bit of comedy to it. Very David Lynch.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to look at it. Okay, I am halfway through this script, and it is utterly bizarre. I really don't know what to make of it. Is it horror? Is it comedy? I'm not really sure at this point. I want to trust the author, I really do, but honestly, I don't know where this is going at all. I really don't. Okay, so I finally finished the movie, and it took me a minute to really figure out what this was about. It's taking like an almost absurdist approach to horror, which is really interesting and incredibly niche. I think there's some things that can be done to the script to kind of tighten it up and maybe give more opportunities for thematic resonance. And I think the dialogue might need a little sharpening as well. This film is very, very artsy. I mean, it needs a really stylized approach, I think, to make this work. It's funny because now that I've actually worked on a film, I'm kind of looking at all the little details and thinking, I wonder how much that's gonna cost. I think we need an animal wrangler for that. That's gonna drive up the budget. You know, all those little tiny things that cause a film's budget to expand or explode. So now I have to meet with the producers tonight and, I don't know, discuss with them what their real goals for this movie is, because, I mean, that's a pretty small audience. Hopefully this meeting's productive, and I really hope I get to work on this because it's interesting.
You can try to turn it out, but the white walls are speaking. I know you're not meaning to.
I'm really behind on my word count right now. I should be a lot further in this part of the draft than I am right now. It's really, really stressing me out. I think what happens sometimes is if I start to fall behind, I start to really spiral a little bit. It gets harder to focus, I can't really get into the zone, and the longer that goes on, the worse it gets. In Stephen Pressfield's The War of Art, he talks about the idea of resistance. Not like resistance as in like, you know, the inability to move, but like capital R resistance. Almost like it's its own entity that lives within us that keeps us from moving forward. And resistance will lie to you. Resistance will tell you that, you know, what you're working on isn't very good. It'll tell you that anything that you do is lacking in some way. It'll remind you about that review you got that didn't agree with the direction you took in a story. It'll compare you to every other writer you love and admire and remind you that you're just never gonna live up to that. And that voice will get louder and louder and louder until it just drowns out your inner creative voice, especially when you're really close to finishing something. And to be fair, I think resistance is a defense mechanism. It's kind of that voice in your head that protects you from getting hurt, because creating art is a risk, at least if you feel like you're creating great art. Am I creating good art? I hope I'm creating good art. See, there it is right there. That's resistance. I have to get in the habit of creating a daily practice of talking to that inner voice, like physically talking to it and saying, hey, shut up. Okay. This is a good scene. This is a good scene. I was nervous to get started on this one, but everything's kind of locking together with it, and it is crashing. And by crashing, I mean some of the characters are about to hit their all is lost moment, and I am loving it. The environmental plot just had a new reveal, the action plot just had a big reveal, and the mentor plot, that's coming together. But the love story in this novel is just so perfect. I am really loving what I'm doing with these characters. I don't know, there might be something better. I still have a lot of stuff to write, but this is, wow, chef's kiss. Life is full of side quests, some routine, some unexpected, some that lead you exactly where you need to go. I never know where inspiration will strike. Was it in the rhythm of building a shelf? In the quiet satisfaction of helping a neighbor? In the echoes of someone else's words on the page? Or was it simply letting go, stepping away, and making space for something new to take root? Damn, I wish life had a soundtrack to clue me in, to tell me when the moment is coming, when to pay attention, when to absorb, when to remember. But maybe the real trick isn't waiting for the music to tell me when to listen. It's choosing what to tune out. Okay, well, that was a whole month. I really worried that I was about to go back into a big rut again, but things worked out. I got my characters where I needed them to go, and I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, hey. Thank you. Son of a...
Got me feeling so free, free. Got me feeling so free, free. Like a cool summer breeze, breeze. Got me feeling so free, free, free. It's about time.